Hey, welcome. Today we're going to jump into something super useful and honestly pretty fun in English, opposite adjectives. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to be a total pro. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so just look at this picture for a second. On one side, you've got this huge elephant, right? And then way over on the other side, you have this teeny tiny little ant. The words we'd use here, big and small, well, that's our starting point. So what's the deal with those two words? I mean, big and small are both describing words. They're adjectives. But they mean totally different things, don't they? They're, you got it, opposites. So let's get right into it. What are opposite adjectives? It's actually way simpler than it sounds. We just need to understand two basic things. Okay, first things first. What's an adjective? An adjective is just a describing word. You know, it tells you more about a person, a place, or a thing, like saying a happy person or a big house. Simple, right? And then, of course, you have the opposite part. An opposite, and you might hear the fancy word for this, which is antonym, is just a word that has a totally different meaning from another one. You know, like hot and cold or up and down. They're complete opposites. All right, let's look at some of the most common pairs you're going to run into all the time. Seriously, learning these together is like a cheat code for boosting your vocabulary fast. First up, a classic you for sure already know, hot and cold. You use these for everything, right? The weather, your coffee, a drink. So you could say something like, the coffee is hot, or the water is cold. Makes sense. Okay, next we've got happy and sad. These are huge ones, obviously, for talking about how people feel. So you could say, she is a happy girl. Or maybe, he is a sad boy. See how those two words create completely different images in your head? That's the power of opposites. This picture is perfect for our next pair, fast and slow. I mean, what a great way to show it. These are what you use to talk about speed, of course. Yep, the car is fast, but the turtle is slow. You can't get a clearer contrast than that. Whoa, okay. Here's a whole bunch of really useful pairs for you. We've got old and new, tall and short, good and bad. I mean, the list goes on. Every single one of these is the complete opposite of its partner. These are definitely ones you'll want to tuck away. Okay, so knowing the words is one thing, but how do you actually use them in a sentence? Well, the great news is it's super easy. There are really only two main ways to do it. Rule number one, you can stick the adjective right before the thing you're describing, like a fast car. Easy. Or rule number two, you can put it after a verb like is or are. So you'd say, the car is fast. See? Both work perfectly, just a slightly different way of saying the same thing. Okay, you've seen the words, you know the rules. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's do a quick challenge to test what you've learned. You ready? Okay, first question. What is the opposite of cheap? Think about something that costs a whole lot of money. That's it. Expensive. If something isn't cheap, it's expensive. You nailed it. All right, ready for another one? Let's fill in the blank here. The homework is not easy. It is difficult. Exactly. See? You're getting the hang of this. Now let's talk about how you can start making your own sentences. Okay, so you've got the words, you've got the rules. Now it's your turn to play around with them and get creative. So here's a little challenge for you. Try to write just one sentence for each of these pairs. Big and small, happy and sad, and easy and difficult. You can talk about anything, something in your room, how your day was, whatever. Because honestly, the best way to make these words stick in your brain is to actually use them. And I'll leave you with this question to think about. What other opposites do you know? Because there are so many more out there, right? Keep your eyes and ears open for them. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today.